I have a question. What is it with this new trend where men of fighting age just give up on how they look? But first, I need some water. That was good. Yes, that's the question today. Why do men of fighting age just give up on how they look? I mean, bro, don't you want to win? I just want to ask that question out loud because Heat, don't you want to commit to something at least once in your life? And what better than how you look? I mean, think about it. Nobody cares about you. Literally, no one cares about you. Whether you look good or you look bad or you look however, but don't you care? Don't you want to look good and feel good? I think the prerequisite for that is a certain mentality that you have to overcome your own urges before you even reach. So the real question is, if no one cares about how you look, if literally no one cares about you, why don't you care enough to at least look good? Or presentable, at least presentable. I mean, you might not look great, but at least presentable. And it's a new trend where young men of fighting age just give up. Now, I want to make excuses for guys and say that it's really hard to be a man and mental health is very important. But the way to get out of that actually is by doing the simple things like making your bed, like brushing your teeth. Like, you start with the basics. You know, you have to become a child again every morning. Every morning you have to become a child. You have to return to your basics because sometimes we just neglect the basics and it just piles up, and now you have a closet full of clothes that you thought you were going to get to at some point, but at some point just became tomorrow. And tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Time waits for nobody. Look, here's the thing. If I go to an interview in a shirt and tie that is well pressed, even if you might be smarter than me, the impression I give to that employer or to that partner or to that business opportunity is that I am someone who prepares for things. I am diligent. So don't you want that energy to be expressed when you move and walk into a room? It's a jungle out here. It's eat or get eaten. And you're tired of being second best. So here's what I would go back and tell myself, okay? You have 5 minutes to iron your clothes, comb your hair, look presentable before you step outside. It makes a big difference because you hear thunder only after you see the lightning. So you might think it's not fair, but that's just how life is. So what are you going to do about it? Are you going to adapt and overcome, or are you going to cry about how life is unfair? Because life is unfair. Sometimes you have to do more than is expected.